Hey everybody, my name is Braden, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm walking. So what did I do today? Just had a free day, do whatever I wanted. I didn't spend any money besides on groceries. Oh, you saw that. So, when I get back, I'm on a walk because I can make food when I'm back at the hotel. Just don't really have any topics to go off of. Nobody be suggesting them. Some people started giving advice, and also, I don't know what to say about this. I don't delete comments unless it's like leaking exactly where I'm staying, because that's just creepy. And like, I can't believe you actually did that with your time. Isn't that just funny and embarrassing? Fucking loser. Can't see past your stomach at? Okay, sorry. Well, I'm not. It's just like, I should be better than that, right? The sun was setting. That's why I'm on a walk right now. I was playing Madden with my brother. Started a Bengals franchise. Freaking cracked. I'm like trying to trade. I'm trying to trade for Marvin Harrison Jr. Some of my trade pieces are T. Higgins and Mike Gesicki. They don't want to get rid of him though. He's their future. So I gotta wait until like next year. Try to get him. That's what's up with me. I've been watching Prison Break. Like this morning, I was watching YouTube. I was watching some First Things First. And then I'm like, ugh. If I want to watch Prison Break, I should just watch it. I don't need to wait until I eat to watch a show. You know what I mean? So I watched it. I finished the season out. So freaking good. I mean, I've already seen it before, but if you haven't, it's on Netflix. When I watched it, it was on Hulu. I'm walking backwards because of the wind. Even though it's kind of chilly, it feels nice. Ooh, next subject. I'm so good at transitions. Okay. The cure is on. Next subject. I was looking at weather app when I got out here. I have to turn my data off, I think, so I don't waste it. I forgot to, but I searched up the weather app to see Austin weather. It's 80 degrees there right now, and it's 72 degrees here right now. So isn't that interesting? You'd assume it'd be colder there. Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, because I'm asking you. Like, I'm asking people. Wouldn't you assume that too? I don't know. One time in 6th grade social studies, my friend Kyle's mom was the teacher. She liked Harry Potter a lot and stuff. Like this type of a Harry Potter where they're in Gryffindor because... Did I say I need a shower? That's another subject I have to get to. That's why I'm touching my hair. It's just a little sloppy. Not like I'm dirty or anything. I just haven't, like I did last night for some reason. Usually I do it when I wake up, cause like before work and stuff. But I don't know, sometimes I just do it to pass time too, or after I wash the dishes, cause then my hands are already wet and kind of gross in my opinion. So even though I wash them with soapy water, you know what I mean? Like during the dishes and after, I don't know, I just like to get it all done. I like to do it in that order too. That's just me. The 6th grade teacher story though, she told us, I'm like, wouldn't it be cold in Seattle because of the water? Also, I've never been to an ocean before, so aren't I gonna see one in Boston? That's interesting. Seattle, me and my friend Zach even. My friend Zach's a genius, or I always imagine my friends as that. is way smarter than me for some reason, even though I'm smart in my own way, like emotionally and stuff. So with them, Zach's like, oh, I thought that too. So I've been thinking about that moment a few times lately, because it's like, oh, we really weren't that different. I mean, I always thought we were the same. Like, we share a lot of interests, like superheroes and stuff. But there was that too. I always thought, in like TV shows where it's like, like Sean and Corey. Sean's in all the stupid classes, and Corey's in all the smart ones. Kind of like that. That's a great comparison, but we're our own people. We used to have like this subplot in our head, the Brayden and Zach show. Okay, I don't really want to talk about that. People are like, even though I said in my videos, I think both of them, I don't want a roommate when I go there. I'm just gonna live on my own. I can do it. I've been doing it. It's gonna be a little more expensive probably. Somebody's like, I don't care to follow your story or watch all your videos, but what do you do? Like, you've been living in a hotel for months now. Like, okay, and I like it. There's a lot of songs about hotel rooms, like Lana Del Rey and the Montel Fish. They sing about it all the time. So what do you got to say about that, boy? Like Lana Del Rey compares it to a penthouse hotel room, and you know what I mean? When I have ladies over, I get to show off their vocal cords and stuff. Okay. I mean, we be singing together. For sure. Okay. But there is some friendly comments. Because like I say, you know what I mean? I like advice and stuff. They're like, the train is super friendly. Transport friendly or something like that. Like, it's super accessible, so you don't need to get a car. Thanks, I appreciate that. That's one of the things I haven't looked into yet, because it's a fresh idea. Well, it's been building up, if you couldn't tell, but I thought I'd just come here first, which I'm glad I did, because boom, relating to the subject, they're like, Boston's a college town. You know what else is a college town? Iowa City. So I actually feel like Iowa City is more of a college town in that way, as opposed to Boston. It's more like industrial, maybe, or old. Is that what you'd call it? I don't know. But I'm writing in Spider-Man. I'm not trying to rush there or anything. I'm just trying to take my time, build up enough savings that way I can stay afloat when I get there. With Spider-Man though, you gotta write all the districts and stuff. It's gonna be so cool to see like what they got going on there and all that. Like I have in Marvel, there's like, I'm taking like little aspects of Marvel and expanding it, because they don't have a lot going on in Boston. So I use that. I'm like, I'm the only superhero there. So what they're doing, and this isn't really a projection, this one, but I'm using it. I'm using what's going on as a foundation for it. So my Spider-Man, over 9 seasons, he's been built up to be the hero, the premier hero of the world. Like the first 4, it's more about defining that he is Spider-Man, that he can be Spider-Man, like how Peter and Miles do it, you know what I mean? In his own way though. It's more about proving that. The next seasons, it's about proving his worth to himself, I think. I mean, yeah, because at the end of the day, who else you got to prove it to? So the next 5 seasons, that's what that's about, and living on his own. I think it's so cool, because I wrote 5 seasons taking place, or 4 or 5, yeah, 5 when I'm 19, and the first 4 are when I'm 15 and 16 and 17 and 18. I think that's so fresh and fire. Like he's evolving. And then it stays, and he grows a lot during this time. And then I'm talking about myself in third person, but honestly, it's a character that I'm writing onto. That's how I do it when I write. I give them different aspects and stuff that make them characters and not real. Because it's fictional. I don't actually have superpowers or believe I do or anything like that. So season 10, it's Boston. He's been building himself up. Like, he is the premier hero. He's the hero everybody wants to be, I think, as kids. Like, the big time suit's plastered everywhere. The big time suit, it's so fucking cool. I've defined it as my own in my head. You know what I mean? Like, it's more iconic than Miguel O'Hara's suit and stuff, or Miles's. With my big time suit, it's black and green, and then even then, around like season 8, I changed it to neon blue rather than neon green because it's my favorite color, blue. So it might even get an upgrade, like a little bit mystical and stuff like that. Season 10, different suit, new city, different suit. So I have the Future Foundation stealth version. It's just the Future Foundation suit, but it's black. So freaking cool. And it can also change to white. But yeah, I think the black version is underrated. I'm gonna embrace it. I think I'd look fire in that. I don't know. Rather than red and blue. Every time I've like talked to a girl, I've asked her, do you think I'd look better in the black and green or the red and blue? And they're like, the red and blue. So I always thought I'd evolve into that. But I think it's cool being the Future Foundation because it kind of says a lot thematically. But the bad guys of the season are all going to be trying to, like, Chameleon's a bad guy, and there's this Chinese mafia is a bad guy. I'm taking elements from shows like Prison Break and other stuff I watch every time I'm building a season out because they're great things to pull from. That's what artists and writers do. So what the villains are trying to do is they want Spider-Man to fit into their narrative. But no, I won't. I'm being me. I'm becoming. That is what the season is about. He's already become. Okay? He's already who he needs to be. And now he's just trying to live quietly. But he's still being a superhero, because that's cool. Because that's what I would do. If with great power comes great responsibility or whatever. I think my version has a different wording than that. That means something else. But I'm just saying, those words matter too. So all the heroes, they're not just not there, they're dead. It's like the lower level heroes that are in Boston. I make them get killed by villains. And like that'll happen at the start. I mean, not like it's a mass murder or anything like Order 66. It's just like there's one dude left, kinda, and they get rid of him. Somebody commented saying that the bugs right here are cicadas. Aren't those like scary? Like big bee size? I run. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean like Coyote Peterson. Cicadas. It seems like he's had a few videos on those. So what's that mean? Are they gonna hurt me? I'm not scared or anything. I just don't like minor inconveniences. You know what I mean? So the villains, what they're doing is they're taking Spider-Man's identity and they're gonna construe it. Is that the right word? They're just gonna mess with it a bit. They're gonna make the public perception be off. There's a new owner of the Daily Bugle named Dexter Bennett, I think. He's the character I'm pulling from. I just take all these elements. There's a bunch of towers in Boston now. I don't know if that's what Boston looks like. Kind of like how Chicago has the small parts, but then there is tall buildings in Chicago. So I don't know. I don't know what Boston looks like yet. I don't really look on the map or anything. I'm just excited to get there and then see it all and absorb it in and ride a train and then be able to look out the window and be like, whoa, that shit's cool. And it's even got a cool name. The T? Is that what it's called? The fuck? So I probably wouldn't be web swinging as much, I feel like, with the way the city's built. And I think about that often. Like in this city, I'm like, all these buildings, why don't I lock in and just become a superhero in real life? But there's no supervillains in real life. So that's why I don't do it for real. Not like I need to stop them. I just mean, or not like I want there to be supervillains. It's just like, I would just be in a custom suit, which even in the government, they could just like track it. They could see, because technology's everywhere. They'd be like, oh, he made these purchases at this time. We're looking at this camera, so we know he's a superhero. So it would just be like kick-ass, and then I get my ass kicked right away with the first mugger. That would suck. Dude, that would be so embarrassing. And it wouldn't be like the movie. It wouldn't be like Aaron Taylor Johnson. I would just like die. I think maybe I could talk him down though. I've been thinking about that with Prison Break. I'm like, if I were ever in prison, I wouldn't want to get raped. I would just talk to him and be like, please don't do this. Like, why are you doing this? Come on. Don't you like girls? Or oh, they would beat you up if you said that. No, they'd like talk to me because nobody wants to talk to them. That's why they're in prison. So they'd be like having a conversation back, and then I could calm them down like the Hulk. The fuck was that? Just a big mosquito, y'all. Or something like that. I was talking about the feeling of nostalgia yesterday, and when I came out here, it smelled nostalgic in a good way. I thought that was fire. I don't know, maybe it's just because I'm still in the Midwest, but it's like, I feel like I didn't even leave yet, you know what I mean? I know I'm gone, but I really feel like I'm on my own right now. That's awesome. Oh, you like this angle better? Sorry for always holding it under my nose. I think what matters most is my voice. Girls tell me, me up in your ear be like, okay. Whew. So when I get back, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna make fajitas, or I'm going to make pulled pork. What am I in the mood for? Did I mention this? I like kind of started it, I feel like. I'm on the walk, so that way I get hungry for the food. What else was I talking about? The villains in Spider-Man, with the identity, they like have characters like the Chameleon and the rest of the Exterminators. It's like a new Sinister Six I have going on. And the Daily Bugle, they're taking his image and they're just like messing with it. I don't want them to actually like impersonate Spider-Man and then pretend to be me. That'd be annoying. I want to think about a different way to do it. Like they are like, I can get the city doesn't like him. The city doesn't need a superhero is how they feel. Or if they do, they just like, they don't want to care. I don't know. I gotta finish writing it. But it's pretty cool, the foundation of what I'm doing. So hopefully I get a lot of thoughts for it while I'm working like a dog. I think I start my job tomorrow. I filled out like the tax forms and stuff for it today. If anybody wants to donate, Cash App SwootyBro88. So it's my Snapchat. Oh yeah, also in Spider-Man, I'm reflecting my loneliness in Boston. Somebody commented, I'm sure you'll meet a baddie. Like, heck yeah, I will. Or they're like, you'll meet a girl. But I like to think of Boston baddie in my head. Like, hell yeah. So I'm gonna be leaving all my love interests. Maybe they'll linger in like in the story. Like I have characters like Domino, because I ship her with Spider-Man, and I ship Polaris with Spider-Man, because I think that would be so cute. I don't know how else to say it. So maybe they'll make appearances in the season. Or Black Cat again. I don't know. That's just how I do it. I'm not really saying I'm hoping for anything. Somebody said that even though I said in the video I'm not running from anything, they commented, just wondering, are you doing this for any certain reason? Like, yeah, to go there. To see what it's like. It's my favorite city. I want to own the Celtics, but I've never been there. Are you kidding me? So yeah, that's why. Is that enough of a reason? There's more. I'm already on my own. I don't want to be here carrying emotional baggage, and I don't know. In Iowa, somebody's like, feels like there's cornfields, and I'm not saying this place isn't beautiful, like where I am or how I feel, but I have my hand on my hip. I thought that was funny. Hey, it's 80 degrees there, it's 70 degrees here. So maybe the winters won't be as bad as I'm thinking. I imagine them being like Buffalo NFL game bad. Maybe I can see a Patriots game. Boom, that's content, as opposed, like, this place doesn't even have an NBA team. So I'll be able to see the culture and the community. And somebody commented something about acting classes, which I haven't looked into, or it's like an acting agency. Yeah, I'm gonna need money for all that stuff. I've never even gotten headshots. Just head. Okay. You know what that means? Like blowjobs and stuff. And I give it. And I work overtime. Okay. Holy fuck. No. If I graduated high school, I would have put that as like my senior quote or something like that. I could change it to my bio. There's just no reason for that. Because it's like, you should just know that about me. What the fuck? Hey everybody, my name is Brayden. It's the same video though, but good morning, I think, or just morning, if you're gonna be like that. So what am I up to? I'm on a walk because, I don't know, maybe I just need a shower to start my day, to like clear my thoughts, but I'd rather do this first so I can talk and get more content out. It just didn't feel very complete. Like I want to say more. I got a donation. Thank you. So I could pay my hotel room, and I can also Uber to work and stuff. Or I could just walk. Whoa, that bird is huge. I don't know if you saw it. Like a freaking pelican. I know it's not though. But it's insanely cool. Yeah, I don't like walking across the highway and stuff. I don't know. I think it's a highway. I just feel bad. I just feel like an inconvenience. Like, ugh. If somebody hits me, like, oh my god, I can't believe I ruined their whole car and stuff. Like, that's how I feel. I don't know. That's why I also don't like to drive. I don't even have to think about all that anxiety and pressure. Like, I always think about when I'm riding with a lady. Oh, jeez. Did you see that? I always think about when I'm riding with a lady. I'm like, damn, I'm distracting her with my presence, aren't I? For real though, that's like, obviously I don't think about it like that, but how else am I supposed to say it? I'm there and I'm talking and I'm trying to talk and we're having a conversation and stuff, but like, aren't they just trying to focus on driving? I don't want to distract you with my hand on your thighs. Okay. No, but actually, that's how I feel. Not like I don't do that still. I'm just saying, even just me talking, I'm like, you look so pretty. Because that's just how it be in the moment, you know what I mean? Make sure you say that in person, not just on the phone. So that way they know you're serious about it. You might be thinking, oh, girls don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear compliments. I want to hear I'm pretty, so I think they do. I'm listening to Cigarettes After Sex right now. What else? Last night? Okay, so with the donation I got, they said in a response comment, they're like, do you watch YouTube videos on Boston? And like what it's gonna be like there? No, not yet. Maybe it's a good idea though. So I wouldn't hate that because then I could see what the whole thing's like. I don't know much what it looks like other than base Google images because I've been researching like the districts and stuff, so I can plan to know for Spider-Man and like which one's which. Like South Boston, do they actually call it Southie there, or would that be like weird for me to do that? Also, here's my fit. I like the pants that they're green because I look good in green. One of my exes told me. And also it says Los Angeles on it, so it's like when I wear it with my Celtics hoodie, it's like, oh my fucking god, who do I think I am? Hot? Sexy? Yes, I know I am. Why do you need to reaffirm that? I don't know. Shouldn't you feel that way about yourself too? That's just how I feel about myself, at least. You starting to fly? What was that? There's a bike behind me. And then North End. We have North End of Boston. There's Chinatown in it. And I like, because I was searching that up. And you can see there's some just nice architecture. There's a lot of places to just be able to look at. So hopefully I do that. Buy like a monthly pass for the T. What a fucking fire name. Oh my god, so iconic. Are you kidding me? And then, oh my gosh, next to the ocean too. Also, that I googled it. That is why I safari'd it. It is Google though. That's what it pops up to. The climate stuff, because it's by the ocean and because it's a big city, that's why it's hotter in Boston right now. Because I was searching it at night. Even at nighttime it was hotter. It's like, damn, I wish I was there right now. But it's fine. It's fine. Because I don't want to beg for money. I don't even see it as that. I'm just asking for help. I want to work my job really hard. And then my jobs, all of them, including social media. And receive money for it. Fuck. Yeah, save up. Because all I have saved up right now is like $120. And then I'm just not, like, I'm not tapping into that unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather ask for help online before I have to tap into my savings. So yeah, and then other than that, I have like 200 right now. I mean, I don't really care. Who knows? Because one day, I think I'm gonna be the richest person ever. And if I don't care right now, I don't think I'll care then either about it all. I'm being honest. What kind of birds are those? Ooh, what kind of bird are you? Do you know that reference? Okay. That was kind of good. Okay, I don't just leave it. Holy. So other districts, like I'm watching Prison Break and Sarah Tancredi. She's walking by the water. Also, just rewatching the show, dissecting it. Because when I look at shows, I view them as a scriptwriter, is how I feel. Because like I understand they have to work through all this, and I guess everybody doesn't feel that way. Like they just understand. Like I'm not trying to be rude or anything. Like this is just how it is. Cause, effect, and solution, or whatever it is. I don't know. Just a plot Madden, I think. That's the base thing people understand when I watch something. But me, I'm like, why is this character doing this? Why does this character feel that way? And I know it's writing, so at the end of the day, all the characters, like if you really dissect it like that, it's like it's obviously not going to make sense. But no, if you think about it deeper, like these characters, each action they make, it's showing their personality in ways. Like they literally write things in there to show their personality off and why they do things they do. Like I was reading a Reddit post, and Michael, he pushes an old man down later in season 2. I'm like rewatching it, so I'm not there yet. So I'm so excited to see it. And also just rewatching it, it's like season 1's so good, but it's so long. It's like, Jesus Christ, they used to have 22 episodes on TV. It's like, how did this writer even know he was gonna have to plan out 22 episodes like that? He definitely could have made that shit 10. It's so good. like I think it's cool. Anyways, I'm glad it's 22 rather than 10. It's just he dragged it, which you should, because guess what? There's 22 episodes. So does that mean every single episode on Netflix that gets rewatched, he gets money for it? That's awesome. Oh my gosh, Wentworth Miller. They couldn't have casted better. They got so lucky. You know what I mean? He and Harvey, Mike. He and Mike from Suits, they have the same face, kinda. Like the same blue eyes and like concerned look. I don't know how to describe it. I think it's like, it throws me off sometimes, even though I don't watch Suits. I just see it in his face. Also, my mom used to watch that show when I was younger. Like I have flashbacks of 2 scenes. One where they were breaking in to get Scylla, I think it's called. And then the other one is where they chop off T-Bag's hand. I remember my mom watching that on TV. It's crazy. And she used to have this huge crush on Michael Scofield. And he's gay in real life. I think that's so... And she's like... Yeah, he's gay in real life. Like, she has that base level understanding I'm talking about. I'm not trying to be rude at all, but when she watches, like... You know all the movies about sharks and they bite off a girl's arm? Like, there's a lot. I know there's one big one, I think, but there's a lot. So she watches those, and there'll always be like a mean girl in those movies, and she'll be like, "Oh my god, she's a bitch. She just looks like a bitch." But it's like, it's an actress. Like, what do you mean she looks like one? She probably looks like a really nice girl, in my opinion. Like, I don't know. She plays a good character. That's what I would say to my child if I'm watching a movie with them. It's like, why are you even scoffing that under your breath? Like, who are you talking to right now? What do you mean? You understand that? No, like, it's not like, oh yeah, she's just saying it about the character. Then she would say it about the character. She like goes on about it and defends herself. So yeah, when I watch it, I'm like, wow, they make me hate this character. They're doing a really good job at acting. Like Wyatt Russell's son. Is that his name? I think it just is Wyatt Russell, and his dad's Kurt Russell. Yeah. I thought he was a junior. I want a junior. I also, like Martin and Hamza were talking about this, they're like, do the girls, I didn't finish that podcast though, but they said, do the girls talk about, do the girls ever do a junior? I think that's kind of cute, and I would want that. So I would normalize it at least. Because then boom, there's two. That's so cool. What if they were twins? What? Twins run in my family, but people say they skip a generation. But do they even run in families? Wouldn't they run in everyone? If Adam and Eve did it all? Oh, got you there, buddy, old pal. First two primates, that's my theory about them. Because they had to have names, right? Yeah. Okay, I kind of feel better now. When I get back, I am going to play Life is Strange 2, I think, replay it, because it's a game about brothers' relationship. And there's a bunch of different endings, and the ending I got, I was the most happy with because it felt just like I was in it. Just like when I played The Walking Dead for the first time, and I really felt like I was Clementine doing all that shit. And then otherwise I could play Sims, but it's just like, I don't know. I think I just have emotional fatigue, because it's like, or emotional loneliness. Like, what am I doing with all this? Like, what am I doing just playing games? So boring. So I don't know, maybe I should just watch a YouTube video on Boston instead and see what that does to my brain. Because when I was talking about Sarah Tancredi, I was talking about how she's walking by the Chicago lakefront. So it would be really cool to walk by Boston Ocean lakefront, kind of like how I did in Duluth. Oh, wow. Also, it's so cool I'm from the Great Lakes like that. Like, you know what I mean? Because every time you hear on videos and stuff, Wisconsin, nobody's ever from Wisconsin. So it's like fucking moral anomaly. That's how I feel. Where do you think that, is that a manhole? Is that what you call them? Sewer drain goes? Maybe it wasn't there the other day, because I don't remember it until right now. It's the first time I've ever seen it. But I think there's just more grass covering it. What else would you like me to talk about? Because this is me fishing for topics right now in my brain. It's really cool to see this. Mystic River, that's a location in Boston. What a cool fucking name. Like it was just planned for me to be writing it. Did I say this? For Boston, last night I'm like, oh, I'm just missing this final piece, like this corporation aspect or something, even though I already have at least one, besides like Stark and stuff. So I think I'm gonna call it Retro, and or Retro Corp or something like that, and it'll be, because I've played Fallout 4, all the Fallout 4 buildings are so cool. They just kind of did that with Fantastic Four First Steps, but I don't really base it off that Fantastic Four, basing it off Fallout and how they built all these buildings. I'm gonna feel like their main hub right now that they're starting in is Boston, and all these like 60s aesthetic style futuristic buildings, they are like just popping up in random places. Like, I mean, I could see when I searched up North End, I think, or something like that. There was tall buildings there. There's a biker coming. Excuse me. Go. So the futuristic style. Jesus. I'm thinking like those buildings, oh, maybe they're a little harder to secure web to. I don't know. I think that's more of a metaphor than anything else. But that adds a whole aspect. Like maybe they're upgrading past buildings, or I don't know. I don't think so. They're just building new ones. I'm diving into it. I'm creating that right now. Okay, but what that's going to do, it's going to give my Marvel universe, my Boston, an aesthetic. It's going to make it feel different and new. And when you're looking at like in my head, I kind of imagine it as a comic in a TV show. So when I see it, then I see like comic panels, and that's what people are viewing, and then it starts to get a name for itself. once more scenes of it are shown. Does that make sense? I don't really know how to describe it, to be honest, which is okay. I just really wanted to share what I've been building, because I'm a busy guy. Busy with what? Having fun? I don't know how else to describe it either. Whoa, there's a bunch of hawks up there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm still feeling that lack of motivation to do those games right now. I don't know what else to say. Not like I have to play video games in the morning. Ugh. And then I ate fajitas last night. Do I eat them again? Did you see I had no plates? I forgot to buy plates. That was a little silly. I had to cook them in a bowl. Could have cereal. Yum. What's your favorite cereal? What's your favorite candy? I like them Reese's Pieces or the Lifesaver gummies. Wow. Somebody once commented, "Where's your family?" What do you mean? As opposed to what? Do you say that to orphans? Like, what do you mean? Where's my family? I am my family. 5 hours away. That's where they are. So, that's okay. But it's kind of creepy to ask, is all I feel. I just feel like you're trying to get somewhere with that, but look where it got you. On your knees. Sorry, I'm just horny. I'm listening to Adriana Linker. She's singing Jonathan. Yeah, also that. My playlist right now, I have like 100 songs on my main playlist, but it's just so repetitive. And I love Sabrina Carpenter. I could listen to her 100 times. That's the point of the playlist. But yeah, I don't know. I give a lot of advice. Don't listen to sad music. It'll just make you feel sad. Yeah, no shit, idiot. Ugh. Like, where'd you get that TikTok? So I don't really listen to sad music. I listen to music that reflects how I feel in the world. Is how I feel about that subject, about it being sad. It's more like lovelorn, sorta. Can't really evolve past it. Evolve past it into what? Like, that's what all the songs are about, is loving and missing and fucking. So, I mean, that's just my playlist at least. Am I scared to go to Boston? A little bit. I think that's okay to admit. Just because it's a new environment, it's like, oh, what if I mess up? What if I can't afford it one day or something? Or because then I'm just in a deeper hole over there. Or what if I can't? Or what if it's just like not accepting? I don't know. I don't need to hear it is. If it is, I don't need to hear anything. I don't even need to be heard. I'm just talking to talk. I'm listening to The Man Who Can't Be Moved, and it reminds me of Jess Mariano so much. There's a Boston garden, and I don't know what's it called. Boston Common. Is that the place where they have the geese? The swans, I mean. Where they have swans. That's gonna be so beautiful to see. I hope it's not busy. Like, it's not as busy as Central Park, obviously, I'm pretty sure. But in all the video games, Central Park isn't even that busy, I feel like. They just got NPC, like a few NPCs on the pass sometimes, like in Lego Marvel Superheroes and Spider-Man. So I don't know. Boston, common. I hope it's enough for me to talk. Like the parks here are kind of busy with kids, so I hope it's just like that, but larger scale. So boom. That's why I be saying, like, I'm glad I came here first. You know what I mean? Just to see if I could do it, to prove it to myself. Prove what? Right? My becoming and grow into it. At first, I felt like I was running. Like, I was just like, get me out of there. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. And then I got here, and then the silence wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Or just not even that. I didn't really think about what it would be. It just wasn't as bad as it was before, where like I didn't know why I got kicked out because I didn't have a job at 19. But it's like, why didn't you do that? Why didn't you kick me out when I had $1,000 saved up? Is how I feel. And then my mom's like, they want you to follow rules. Like, what? What rules? Like, my parents are divorced and stuff, so it's like, are you two communicating? Like, what do you mean? Like, you know they want me to follow rules? Or maybe my mom was just projecting because that's what she wants from me, to follow rules. And it's like, that just sounds like control. Yeah, I don't even know where to elaborate on that, and that obviously is what it is. Okay? I wasn't thinking about that now. That's just my thought process now, looking back on it. When it happened in the moment, I was really upset and mad. And I'm like, thinking, like, what are you talking about? Why are you doing this? You can't let me sit on your couch for an hour and make one phone call? Like, I'm in Quick Trip right now. And then, like, the people could hear me on the phone. It was just so fucking weird. I just hung up. I'm like, I will figure it out myself. And then this girl, Aviona, she helped me out. So thanks for that. 'Cause I don't know where I'd be without people like that. Thanks for everyone helping. I know I don't need to say it again. Oh boy. But I'm proud of myself. I'm proud. Like, people are calling it a scam and stuff. And like, not elaborating. They're just saying, because I've been doing it for a while. Like, yeah, and like, good job. I could never do that. That's what I hear. I'm trying so hard, which I think is good. You know what I mean? Too much. Good. Were you scared? Coward? I think it would be a shame to not try too hard, or try at all, which I am. What else would I do? unfold into what is how I feel. I don't know how to elaborate into it. I don't know what else I'd be right now other than me. Becoming. I think I've become. I just know I'm always growing. That's more about saying this all for myself, and then hopefully somebody hears a word and they're like, wow, I totally get what he means. Because maybe you want to own the Houston Rockets, and you want to own 5 guys, and that's going to be you, the Rockets 5 guys owner, while I'm the Celtics Hardy's owner. I don't know. That's just a parallel. It obviously doesn't have to be a sports team or anything like that. There's only like 30, so I'm not asking you to copy my ambition. I would like to know what yours are, though. Maybe I'll steal one. I'm just joking. Don't be afraid to share it, because somebody will steal it. Own it before you have it, because then it'll be yours for sure, if you're saying it. Like, I don't think that's a dream or being delusional. That's me knowing what I'm going to have, because I know what I want. And if you don't know what you want, dang, what's advice for that? What's advice to give somebody who doesn't know what they want? Let me try to think of an answer. You know what I mean? Shouldn't throw that on somebody. Let me think of something that I could say. I'm listening to Heather by Conan Gray right now. It's just a wild pull, I feel like. Damn. There's a strong gust of wind. I miss camping. That'd be cool. That'd be romantic. I don't know what else to say. Like, what, you're supposed to find yourself? Obviously. How could you not know who you are, though, and what you want? Like, how could you ever be lost? Like Allie from The Notebook, maybe she felt lost at points because her parents directed her whole life. And then she got dementia for it. Oh my gosh. That was the lesson there, that you shouldn't raise your kids like that, I think. Oh no. I wonder if they smiled at that. This is what I think. How could you not know? Maybe you do know what you want, and then, like I kind of said, scared before. Maybe you feel that, like fear for the unknown. Maybe you don't believe in yourself that you can do it. Maybe even put down your entire life or something like that. So, maybe you're scared to have what you want. Like, you won't be able to handle it, or you'll break it. Okay, you're a little too on the nose right now, if that's the right phrasing. Well, thanks for watching a whole bunch. I really appreciate it if you made it to the end. That's what she said, because one time, never mind, I'm a gentleman, shouldn't talk about that stuff. It's cool to flex it though, that it happened when you're like in a relationship, I feel like, but don't get too much, you know what I mean? Well, why wouldn't I? If I were dating a girl, why wouldn't I be like, wow, she's the best kisser ever? Like, what am I, scared of my relationship? Maybe that means I'm too trusting. I said, what am I scared of my relationship? Because, like, I wouldn't be, you know what I mean? I'd be secure, and if I were ever in one. But I like being single. not to go crazy about it. It's just like, oh, look what I can do. And I don't feel obligated to message anybody or tell somebody I'm doing something. That's it though. Just some nights it's like, oh man, I wish I was spooning a girl. That's all I think about some nights. Is that a song? Yeah. Alright, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Have a good day or night or whatever you're up to.